If you are thinking of moving out, watch this fast. The truth is, I feel like I've lived by myself for like now 5 4 5 years. I didn't live alone because I wanted. It wasn't one of those decisions that people make, new year, new me, new apartment. No, I had to move to go to school. Yeah, so basically I moved out. I started living alone because of school. I feel like when I started living alone, those first few months, it was so different. I come from a home where like we are very bubbly people, so we like really chat, and to move into my space and not have anyone to talk to, oh boy, it was lonely. I used to be like, oh my god, just want some company. I want some company. Which is so funny to think because I actually don't like people in my space. Like Mimi, I'm not the kind of friend to invite you over. I just don't like people in my space like that. And I feel like it's come from living alone for all these years that I've created this space. It's like my safe space where I'm like, I don't want anyone bothering me. I don't want anyone trying to come and take that from me. I feel like maybe I'll get to that point where I'm comfortable enough to like let people in my space, but it's just like nobody talks about how lonely it actually gets. But trust me, it gets better because you you'll go from lonely to alone, and alone doesn't mean lonely. Alone, you'll learn so much about yourself. You learn how to do things by yourself, like independence. You learn how to fix things. You learn how to basically be your own man, like be your own man in the sense of like nobody will fix. If the sink blocks, you figured it out. You feel hungry, you figure out what you're gonna cook. You feel like it. I feel like there's a certain level of independence that living by yourself gives you, and that you will never ever get from anywhere else. It comes, guys. If you've lived alone, let me know because you know what I'm talking about. As much as it's glamorized because of social media, or clean my space with me, which is cute. I love such content. It's like before you get there to like the point where you like start loving it, it's work. It's work. The biggest reality that I don't see most people talk about is the mental load. You are like literally everything in that house. You're the one who figures out stuff. You're the one who thinks, okay, what about tomorrow? Okay, how do I put this like this? Do I like this here? Do I want to change a few things? Do I want to move this around the house? And sometimes it comes with a lot of pressure because adulting, you know, it just comes with like a lot of pressure. But I love it. Like if you're watching this and you want to live alone, you want to move out, do it, girl. Do it. It's gonna test you, but you will love every. Okay, 80% of the time you love it. 20% you're like, I wanna go home. The truth is, when you are a babe who lives alone, there's constant fear of safety because it's crazy that we live in a time where people be doing every some sort of craziness, and sometimes it comes with the at the back of your mind. You're always like, am I safe here? Which I feel like, sorry, you become very aware of your own space, like of your surroundings, which I don't think I used to be like this before. But right now, because of, like I said, I've lived alone for quite some time, I have moved places, and safety is number one. You need to be aware of your surroundings. That place that you want to move in to, how is the security? I'm not saying that it's like not tough for men, but I feel like as a woman, in this day, and come on guys, it's crazy. It's not as safe, so be very careful where you're moving into because you'll need it, guys. I feel safe because of the space that I'm in, that even if like I'm outside working, even if I'm gone for like a week or two, like, or I'm late, like you're coming back home late, like there's nothing that's gonna happen. Then another, like, I'd say cool stuff about living alone is you allow yourself to try new things. Like, let's say recipes. I'm not the best cook. I even gonna lie to you guys. I don't really enjoy it at times, but I've learned like I can try new recipes. Food ikiungua, you'll still eat it and nobody's gonna judge you. Ikikuwa tamu, you'll end up loving it. You see, so I like the fact that it gives you a sense of freedom, that you can just do you, learn what you love and what you don't. I feel like I'd wish for everyone to live alone before they, let's say, for example, get into like marriage or like have a roommate, or like, I don't know. Living alone will give you so much, guys. You learn so much about yourself. I have lived with someone before. I had a roommate, and it's not like, I always tell myself I'd rather, I don't want to say downgrade, but yeah, as long as I'm doing it, I'm living by myself, than do it with someone. Oh my god, because mhm, people out here, watu si wazuri guys, watu si wazuri, they'll show you shege. Binad guy, people. I always tell myself the day I get married and I have to live with my husband, I'll have so much to adjust, because I really like just being by myself. I really enjoy being by myself. As much as I'm very extroverted, I like being around people. If you know me, you know when I am in my own space, don't bother me. Do not even try and. This is just some few pointers. I'll be checking my notes. That if you want to live alone, this is something I'd really, really like recommend. One, build a routine that works for you. The world doesn't have to agree. If you're not a morning person, you don't need people telling you you have to do this by 7. A routine that works for you, it's gonna help you build discipline so that your house is always in order. Everything is not everywhere. You see, build a routine that works for you. Number two, I'd say do not isolate yourself. Like, be very honest with yourself and what you're going through. It's okay to be like, okay, it's taking a toll on me. Do I want to be around people or not? I feel like when I was going through some things last year, but one, isolation had me on the, and I wish that I'd told that girl it's okay to ask help. It's okay to not isolate yourself when you're going through it. But again, I'm not someone who's like to talk to people about my stuff like that. It just, junior kwanga like sasa watadu. Like, it's not even coming from a bad space. It's like, sasa how will people, mtu atafanya nini? But trust me, because already you're alone. Let's say, for example, for the people who work from home, you are alone most times than you are around people. At least with me, because of my job, I get to interact with people a lot, which sometimes can be draining, because you have to be this extroverted person that's just charming, and please don't isolate yourself. It can get really crazy. Living alone will make you realize how beautiful life is when everything is calm, quiet, and just peaceful. And it's just you and your thoughts, and just like life is better. I feel like living alone, I'd say this has helped me so much when it comes to like my relationship with God. I feel like I'm just in a space where I'm like, I can just talk to God without the distractions of life, of the reality of life. And I don't think I would have such a strong relationship with God if I didn't live alone. I ain't gonna lie, because when I found God, I always say this, when you see me serving God, guys, I don't just serve God because I was taken to church when I was young by my parents. Shout out to my parents for teaching me God. For teaching me about God, because I'll forever hold that and grateful. But when I found God, it was one of my worst phases of my life. I was questioning a lot about faith. I never questioned God. I always knew He existed because He got me. But I used to question so much about like the faith, the Christianity, the what, how it was introduced to us and all that. And I remember in my looking for answers, God revealed himself to me. And he reminded me so much about who he is in my life, how much he loves me. And I feel like that was led by me being by myself and just like, you know, living alone. I'd highly recommend, by the way, guys, if you live alone, if you want, if this, guys, your relationship with God is your relationship with God. But I'm not saying ati wait until umeishi peke yako ndo utafute Mungu, hapana. Wherever you are, the space that you are, sorry, I got distracted, the space that you are in life, just allow God, allow God. The personal growth, oh my God, if the 20-year-old me met this version of me, she would be, I'm not saying I've not had bad days, guys. I've had crazy days, and I wish I could go back and hug her, but you know, we work harder, improve our lives more for those parts of us that went through what they went through to get us here, you know. But I feel like my personal growth journey has just, it's just getting better, and then it has come to by living alone. So it's not that bad. Yes, some days you hate it, but some days you love it. It's like a love and hate relationship with living alone. Trust me, trust me. Because if you're living alone and you're broke, let's for example you're a student and you don't like have money, huanga very bad, huanga very bad. Someone who constantly need validations from the world, or like constant support from people, being around people, I don't know if you can survive living alone, honestly. So if you are looking to move out, live alone, start learning to be dependent of your own self, basically be your own boss, but in like here, up here, you get. I don't think there's the right way to move out or start living alone, but that will be on the next video, like tips that I wish I knew, or like tips that I wish someone told me then, which will be like basically a part 2 of this video. So that will be next week, Sunday, 8 p.m. Stay tuned. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like this video, share, like, to each and every one of you, always come back to watch my content. May God show up for you. Like, I really appreciate. I feel like you guys are doing something to me. You guys don't know the parts of me you heal every day. You decide to sit and watch my content, to take some 5 minutes out of your precious time to watch me just yap and say a bunch of I don't know. Thank you so much, and may your cup never run dry. Actually, no. May your cup forever overflow with abundance. If you did enjoy this video, like and share. And I always say this, and I'm gonna say it again. Always remember that John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him, who the Son was Jesus Christ, yeah, shall not perish but have an everlasting life. I will always say this at the end of my videos: give God a chance. Give God a chance. Like, give God a chance and see how beautiful life gets. Give God a chance and see how things just, hey, vitu zinaanza tu kuwork out. Uko like, of course there will be days that are gonna get hard. There will be days that you're gonna question everything about God and faith and waiting. But trust me, life is way better and way at peace when you let go and let God. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys on the next one. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Bye.